I have bad news. I said in my other video that I downloaded some custom careers from the workspace on Steam, and my para got a job as a mental health intake specialist or something like that at the hospital. But that was before the update came out. When I tried to play the game again, it turns out my save file was corrupted. Every time I clicked on the job panel, my game would freeze. I've tried it multiple times before I realized that I have to update the mod. So I went to the workspace, deleted, re-downloaded it, went back inside the game, but there was no fixing it. It was already done. Thankfully, I only played a day, so there was not a lot of progress lost. Then I had to save the apartment, save the para, start a new game, create her. I finally changed her outfit informal, gave her a dress that fitted her, moved her back into the apartment, got her a job as a nurse. And now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot that I should have changed her skill to taking care of others because, yes, that would definitely fit her better. I'm gonna see if I can go back into the paramaker and see if I can fix that. I'm gonna have to check if there's a cheat or something like that, which means I'm gonna have to watch some paralives videos, which I didn't want to do because I didn't want to. I wanted to remain unbiased because I can be very easily influenced by the creators that I watch, and I wanted to form my own opinion about the game. But turns out watching other creators' videos helps to learn a few things. I watched part of James Turner's video, and that's how I realized that the frames actually work. You had to place the frame and then you could change the picture. I was being a dumbass. I was being a dumbass by not trying that. Also, the kitchen, I could have just dragged the counters instead of placing each of them individually. So it probably would have been easier. There's still a few things to learn, and watching other people's video could probably help me with that so I don't have to struggle and it would make things easier for me. But then I had to get her to meet people again. So she got inspiration by you and she hunted down Kareem. She's a guy that she talked to in the last video and they hit it off again. They flirted a little bit. He was not into some of the flirting, but they are friends now, which is good. And she also met the other para that I should probably start remembering her name, but I have to check. And they also became friends. I was looking for the third para that I saw, but it turns out she probably was an NPC because I couldn't find her in the map. And I spent a lot of time just going through the map, hitting every house to see which household lived there, to see if I could find her, and I had no luck. I didn't do a lot because, like I said, I had to recreate everything. But now she's a nurse and she works Tuesday to Fridays. She has Saturdays off, she works Sunday, and she has Mondays off, which is a really sucky schedule if I think about it. But we just have to work on that until she gets a promotion or something like that. But she did level up her rank. She's doing really good at her job. She went to work the first day and she actually got a bonus from her job. I think it was like a signing bonus and she's new at the town and at the clinic. I also found out there's no like events or days that you could do with paras, so she's gonna have to invite Kareem someplace, maybe like the beach or to work out or go hiking or something like that and just develop the relationship that way. So I also her friend lives right next to her. She's her neighbor, which is great. It works for the storyline so well. I couldn't invite her anywhere. I couldn't call her. There's no way to contact the paras. You just have to like either run into them on the town or go to their house. And that's what she decided to do. She went to her house and she tried to talk to her, but for some reason she was not interested in talking to her at the moment. I think it was because she was meant to be at work. And honestly, the corruption of the save file is no one's fault but mine. This is an early access game. Every time update comes out, mods are gonna probably break. I know about that from The Sims 4, that's why I didn't use mods there, and I should have remembered that while playing Paralives. And also, I downloaded the mod again, but I think I'm gonna take it out because I should probably explore everything that the base game has before I try to add things. I felt a little limited with the amount of jobs, but to be honest, I think it is more realistic to just play with what the game gives me first and then see what I could add that I would probably enjoy as well. Like I just have one para and there's like 1,000 jobs to choose from. Also, she got a stomach virus from her job for some weird reason. She didn't want to cook. It said that one way to cure it was to find some para that either work on the healthcare career or was good at taking care of others. She has a coworker that lives right next to the clinic, so she went to visit her at her house to try to convince her to make her some noodle soup. But I didn't know she was actually the receptionist. She's not a nurse. She just works there, but she's not in the healthcare career. So she just had to power through it. She couldn't eat. She was going to the bathroom constantly. She didn't even want to cook. But it only lasted like for about 12 hours. And she also couldn't sleep that much. She woke up like at 2 in the morning. So that's when she decided to go visit her coworker to see if she could help her. And she stayed there until like 5 in the morning. And then she went back home to try to sleep a little bit more because she survived the virus, which I didn't know they could get sick. And it's actually so funny and realistic as well that she couldn't eat because she had a stomach virus, which is something that happens. And she was going constantly to the bathroom. And I think the pain for her was too much that she just kept waking up. So I love this little picture and I'm excited to see what else they could add. I don't know if she could go to the clinic or the hospital to get cured. I didn't try that because I spent all my freaking time trying to get the coworker to make her food before realizing that she was not a nurse. So she hasn't had such a great start, but she at least has gotten some promotions. She already reached rank 2 at her career, and she could have chosen between leveling up a rank or I think working up some skills or something like that. So she got like points. But I chose to just level up her rank in order to get a little bit of more money because we do need more money for when we want to plan our wedding if it's possible. I don't know if weddings are part of the game yet. And I shouldn't get my hopes up. But I've saw that she's done so far and I still have a week left before she has her free day and she can go out with Kareem. Also, I guess I probably could have made her work until midnight, like the graveyard shift, because she's a night owl, but I decided it was probably not gonna be ideal because she needed time to talk with her friends and all of that. But she has two friends, so that's great, and she has a potential boyfriend, even though he's playing a little hard to get.